my brother soon as he out and finished his bid. We finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable essay. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, it's kids, that's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid. We finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing!
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, it's kids, that's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid. We finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable essay. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, it's kids, that's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his...
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome one, welcome all to the ECAC playoffs. It's round one. We got Keene University versus Roger Williams University. I am joined by Catinator. Catinator, how you feeling today?
Oh, I'm feeling so good, brother. I mean, we've gone all the way through the regular season. We've led up to this moment. Plenty of casting duos coming in, and somehow it's you and me, brother, taking us into what is the start of a long playoffs. We've got round one here, so we'll get a nice best of three, as you have mentioned, and then the rest of the way, all throughout the week, they'll be playing matchups until, of course, finals on Tuesday. So make sure you're sticking around this broadcast for the action here, but then, of course, you'll get back to the finals next Tuesday. But for now, we've got a best of three going on, and we've got some maps to go with it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that's going to be a jam-packed schedule for today. We have map 1. It's going to be Icebox. Keene's pick. That's going to be RWU on the defensive side for the first half. Map 2, Bind. That's Roger Williams' pick. Keene goes on the attack for the first half there. And if it should go to a decider game, it will end up on split.
And I'm loving this map select, man. I feel like so frequently we get Ascent, Haven, Bind, and that's it. Wraps up all the safe maps. Everybody's comfortable there, especially on Ascent. But man, as of lately, especially in this North American region, I feel like we've started to see the decline of Ascent. And it might just be the fact that everybody plays Ascent so often that they just don't want to play it anymore, man. I feel like they've burnt out of it. They've seen it so many times. They've done it. They've ran the scrims. They've done the reps. It's time for something new. So getting this map pool, getting this set list for this series is crazy to me, man. Getting Icebox, Bind, and Split, maps that are very fun. Bind, it's been around. It can be very stagnant, but we can't get too crazy here. We definitely don't want to see a fracture. These teams, I mean, come on. It's playoffs. They're still trying to make it to finals. They're still trying to win that money. So you still have to be kind of chill about it, but very fun nonetheless.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm at this point, because you've played things like Ascent so often, you've kind of established which teams have your number on that map, which teams you can beat on that map. And it almost just feels like you kind of know when you should be banning it against an opponent where you feel like you just wouldn't be able to take them out on that map. Now, that being said, I've just gotten word that the game's starting. We are going to hop right into this agent select. I'm excited as ever. It's game 1, baby. Let's get into this Icebox. Already you see a raise being hovered. Of all agents, I wasn't expecting to see that one come out, but hey, comfort beats all.
Yeah, and Ray's a very good disrupting agent as well onto Icebox. There's very few teams that run it, most definitely. The Sonics, most notably, one of those teams. That OCE team that came over to NA, they love Icebox, man, and they run that Raze. Purely off that ability to disrupt. You see a lot of double Satchling come in. Quite frankly, the Raze gets baited on attack. That's pretty much how it goes. And then the paint shells are there as well. You can lock up B main quite easily. You can lock up the lower size of Maze going over onto A. So she's definitely viable. It is interesting to see that Raze be the only duelist, though. And I do wonder how that's going to affect this composition going forward. Solo duelist on the other side going to be that Jet, which is very comfortable, very common. The Omen on Icebox, though, now that is a wrench in the plans.
Absolutely, and that blind can be so valuable, especially on the B site where you have to kind of get through that tight little corridor, whether you're trying to get under the kitchen. It's just so difficult because there's so many angles that blind can come from and really wreck your plans.
And especially without that Viper utility. Viper is so good at locking down the B site. Quite frankly, she can solo hold it. You don't need anybody to help. And that's such a staple feature of Icebox. It's been since it started getting played. It was the one map that when people thought Viper wasn't good, she was getting played on Icebox regardless because it worked so dang well. So to have Gemma come out and she's playing an Omen, I've got questions, but hey, as you mentioned prior, comfort beats all. So if they've got it cooking, they've got it cooking. We did go ahead for Roger Williams. They went ahead and got themselves a second duelist. So I think that composition looks very, very comfortable. It looks very on meta. But then again, if the Omen has some good strategies, maybe it switches things up.
Yeah, it almost feels funny, right, to see a team composition without Viper on this map. Viper's been so staple for so long that almost not playing Viper just feels like a inherent deficit to your team comp. And I mean, yeah, you can say comfort beats all. I mean, I'm a big proponent of that myself, but when you have an agent that is just so strong in a map like Viper and Icebox, name a more iconic duo. I mean, you're losing out on so much without that control, and so they're definitely going to have to make good use of this paranoia, and I want to see it come into fruition. And at least a few rounds, win them the round if they want to actually justify taking that kind of agent over the Viper.
Yeah, that's 100% correct. Couldn't have said it better. We'll see what the case ends up being. We've got different strats already, though, from Kian. They're going to take us down mid early. I like this.
Hey, you don't often see a mid strat on round 1, but that's the value of having a Sage in this map 1 pick. They're gonna see them funneling through. They've got a few shots for Sean. Can't take out the imposter, but he has information. They're all heading towards the B site. Raze has everything to do. The first one dropped, but the reload is there. They're gonna get traded out. Onto the site they go. 4v4. Bomb going down. Make it a 3v4 as we see the Raiders into action. Sean, a great little burst fire there. They have to fight this one back, and they have to do it soon because they are slowly starting to get closed out here. The last 2 players, one behind yellow, one just waiting for the tap on the bomb, but they are getting swarmed, overwhelmed right now as the rest of the team starts to get onto the site. They isolate the fights. It's 2, it's 3. This thing turned around. It's a 1v2 just like that. Duffels hit so many headshots. The Reyna is the hardest agent to kill on a pistol round, though. And Y2K, he's going to have to find just a 2K to bring this one back around. But they are toying with him right now. They are movement agents. And he's got one. The second one right around the corner. It's so difficult to draw this out into the open. He's waiting for the swing. Not much time. He has to land the shot, and he can't do it. Duffels has done just enough. Even puts the icing on the cake with a headshot to end the first round. That is ridiculous.
The shot's immaculate from Duffels on such low HP too. So patient on it. Realizes this player not sticking the bomb. Doesn't have to swing back out. Doesn't. And is able to take the round. But overall, man, Kian, interesting execute to get into the site. Starts to fall apart. There's a great retake going on very early from Roger Williams, but man, it just falls apart at the end, and it's so easy for that to happen on pistol rounds too. We don't have armor, you go in, and it's simple, right? We got that 2-player advantage. All we need to do is swing yellow, and we've won the round, just like that. But they give those 1v1s, there's no refrags available, and suddenly what looked like a very easy to win retake turns into a loss, and now they're going to be feeling the pain going here into B, because this should be an absolutely free round for Kian.
Yeah, and already the first shot is good. That's going to be a good start for Roger Williams to actually bring the second round back into a possibility. Sean, going for aggressive play of his own. If he was able to trade that one out 1-for-1, then this round looks very different. But 4v4, when one team has all the Spectres, you're not really working with much. You already see Ninja Voin. He's ready to spring out from around the corner. The blind is there. He's got a freebie. The second player located as well. Got a third one right around, but he's getting shot to bits. The wall isolates him. No teammates able to trade him out. They could even recover a gun if they want to. So already 2 players dying. That's good economic damage. They're even defusing the bomb. Sticks it to halfway. Almost gets it. Thunder. 2 frags, though, crucial. Roger Williams has been iced out of the round at the very last moment. But, hey, you'll take that. I mean, just 2 frags may not seem like much, but round 2, that's some good damage.
Yeah, any frags at all in the anti-eco definitely of value. Able to kill 2 guns is going to deny a little bit of bonus potential from Kian. So absolutely correct, Tristan. Anything helps in that round. And you see already an adaptation to that original strategy you saw on that pistol when that retake came through. Solo swings all the way forward. Not this time around. 2 players swung yellow. Yes, they got absolutely mowed down by a stinger from Thunder 12, but hey, they were together, and that definitely makes a difference going forward. Now we get a bit of a bonus coming through here for Kian, and we'll see what Roger Williams can pull us on the anti-bonus, or if we'll get a lead early from this attacking team.
Yeah, and I like this little setup here they have mid with the Sova and the Sage. Sova just using that drone to establish any presence, and if there isn't any, quickly rotating towards the site. As you see, several players stacked up on A. If they try and take this, they might be walking into a meat grinder here. Y2K, he's already got the first Duffels. He's right into the bombs. He gets flushed out, and he gets taken out. That's the value of the Raze right there. Whether it be a more difficult map like Icebox to actually make the utility work, you can still find yourself some frags. Boyne does get a little bit of revenge there. Y2K still positioning as aggressive as possible, but he could get flushed out here. All this utility coming at him. B-Shotty has his back, though, and that's the power of teamwork and a stacked site. One player to cover the angles that you can't.
A fantastic sight hold. That paranoia looked so dangerous early on. It had the 2 back of sight, but as you mentioned, covering the teammates' backs. The play to Rafter, they just absolutely shut that play down early. The paint shells helpful as well, as we talked about on that Raze pick. Rera goes. She's got herself a nice little frag. Looking for one more potentially on the shoulder. Gmo, she'll trade that one back out. Spike in hand on 2, but yeah, there's not much more you can really find in this round. Maybe a frag, though. Frag would be nice. The Phantom as well would be nice. Remember, this is the bonus round, a round that Kian doesn't need to win, but as much eco damage as they can do would be quite nice. Opportunity for one more gun, but 20 HP left on Y2K, just barely able to get away with that one. Roger Williams will take the anti-bonus.
Gotta feel bad getting phantom diffed like that. It's the headshot, but I mean, hey, we've all been there, right? Still decent round, all things considered. I mean, yeah, that site was just so difficult to take when you have that many members on it. And when you're able to establish mid control so early, you have that luxury of being able to take several teammates, put them on a single site, and really just teamwork makes the dream work there. As we get into this first non-bonus round, this one's going to be make or break for both the teams, it looks like. No one really sitting on too much of an economy advantage here. As we see a little double stack here, they're reading the situation perfectly. In fact, this could be a bait for the Rays.
Bait play.
They're good.
Huge bait play.
Second headshot's there. Almost takes out another, but he can't do it. They end up positive with the numbers for Keen, regardless of the stack. Still, 2 players waiting around the corner. Sage even stalling this one out. They might just try and turn tail and rotate off to the A site.
Yeah, we're already seeing the implications of those 2 duelists on the B side. I mean, I like the difference of looks, but definitely if they don't get the frags in the contact angle, it's done just like that. And talk about getting the frags, Thunder 12, her second, and B Shotty suddenly last one in this round. It's an interesting defensive setup, Tristan. I like to see something different, but if you're gonna play contact and you don't get the frags, brother, you're not gonna get the round.
Yeah, I mean, it looked good. The setup was there. You saw the first kill essentially free as a result. B Shotty still thinking about prying and poking at this one. Is able to get the opening kill without losing much health. Only 8 bullets in the clip though. I don't know if you actually want to commit yourself and risk giving over the gun at this point. Doesn't really seem like a lot of opportunities there, especially now that he's been tagged by the dart. Swinging out here is certain death. I mean, there's a family picture right around the corner. A little bit more room, free real estate afforded here, but as I say that, looks in the wrong direction. He's going to get tagged up. B Shotty has to bounce on out of there. 30 HP. Take the gun and leave while you still can.
That's scary though, right? Fortunately, in this scenario, everybody's aiming, holding that spike. Nobody's over on that lurk, but 30 HP trying to leave a spike site like that, that's scary. But fortunately, it's okay for B Shotty. He'll be able to get away. They'll get themselves a Vandal, but that's going to be a hero rifle into this round. There's no money with Roger Williams right now. Initial contact came through B main. It just, quite frankly, was Keen rolling through it. There's a huge opportunity from MWM to make a play. Was able to grab one, but it's the Spectre close range. Just couldn't quite get the shots in time. You got to hit 2 headshots instead of just the one if you had a rifle in your hand. So just unfortunately doesn't work out. And that Reyna would have needed to get that frag to be able to dismiss away to make that play possible. Just didn't end up coming to fruition. But I like the ideas. I like the looks. And now we get another look towards B main.
Yeah, when you have a bait play like that, it's almost really important for the first guy to get a kill to really draw the attention there. Once they were able to take out the Reyna, I mean, it made it very easy to isolate the fight onto the Rays, and really the one kill was just about all you're going to get at that point, even with the surprise factor. Duffels, though, taking a very aggressive angle there, trying to find any fight possible. Nearly gets clapped as a result, but he's going to try and use those smoke screens to give himself a little bit more angles to work with. You can see all the spam coming through. They are terrified of this Jet. Getting too big for his britches. Now out comes the wall, but the spam through. That's a free headshot, making it a 4v5. Out comes the drone as well. They're going to try and get themselves some extra vision here as they get one. Ninja Void, though, he doesn't even have to see an enemy to kill them all. He breaks through and aims just like that. This man is on fire.
Hey, eco or no eco, that ace is clean from Ninja Void all the way through. First to bring him into that site and then to lock it down on the post plant. That feels good, especially when it's with the champion's Vandal, man. That thing is clean. That's the gold aura activated as well. That only glows up. The yellow outline you see around the gun right now, you only see it when you have the most kills in the lobby, and Ninja Void certainly does right now.
That was so crisp. Those headshots, high sensitivity players, man. He's been on his aim labs grind, if I may say so myself, as he's gonna try and get them onto the site. Seeker's fantastic for doing that. MW, though, still posted up, does not give an inch. Open up the round, but he's hiding inside the smoke. Oh, this could be a huge opportunity here. He's got one, the second one right around the corner. The headshot nearly lined up. And just like that, the sea of red in the kill feed. This one's turned right back around. Thunder just springs through middle. She is basically putting an entire monkey wrench in the plans of Roger Williams.
And once again, we've got the same story on the defense, right, Tristan? We've got close contact angles. First one doesn't work out. There's that second option, which is once again the Rays tucked towards the backside angle, tucked towards further contact. Goes for that second peek, comes out of that dark cover and gets one, but there's nothing else afterwards. There's refrags coming through, and that's partly because of Kian's ability to just find nice refrags. there's a double peek immediately afterwards, one from close box and one from generator. Somebody's going to have that frag. Somebody's going to make sure that gets punished. But also just it's positioning, right? There's no way out once you're in that scenario. You got to at least blast pack or something, but just if you play close contact, you've got to win it. And right now, Kian, they're more than confident. They're winning the fight.
Yeah, and I mean, it definitely helps when your Sage just runs through mid and eviscerates all of the rotators. So, ooh, just missing the playthrough kitchen here. That could come back to bite them. Depends how quickly they decide to move through. This Reyna about to be shot in the back unless MW gets an inkling of an idea. Everyone rotating at the right times. 2 free weapons. That's massive. A third headshot coming in as well. No, just the 2 for now. 3 still alive on the site. Bomb goes down, but I mean, how long can you last? Especially when there's a rocket launcher in your face. He can't pull it out in time. That's 2 kills, 3 for the Omen. Are you kidding me? These numbers swinging back and forth. No one able to establish a lead for long. Hunter's Fury is able to take out his counterpart. Now it's one last player just sticking to the defusal, but there's shock darts, there's lineups here, and Ninja Void is able to find the headshot. What better man to do it? But I mean, he's been finding so many kills without even having vision. Knowing those headshot angles, and I mean, wow, what a performance. Gemma there on the Omen, 3 kills. She lights him up.
Yeah, lighting them up both in terms of frags, but also in terms of utility usage. Quite frankly, having the Omen instead of the Viper has allowed for so much extra vision denial that has made these sites honestly easier to take. They've got the Sage as well, which is that initial wall to actually put that plant down. Then the ability to do more than just throwing a toxic screen, to have 2 smokes available, and then you get extra smokes as well when they recharge for your post plant. It's honestly been working quite nicely.
Yeah, Gemma's just an Omen salesman at this point. Duffel's hopping up top, wants to get a clothesline there, but won't be able to find much. The site take kind of brought to a screeching halt here as no real openers were able to be found. Thunder just hoping that someone gets caught out in the open, tries to swing into her line of sight. The longer they take without making noise, though, the more doubt there is for the ranks of Roger Williams. They're even starting to rotate out a little bit there. Now, you see the rest of the team starting to flood through. Hunter's Fury coming out. He's going to be standing still and has to be worried about this Jet possibly dashing forward and rushing him. MW posted up. Second kill comes through. Ninja Boy just waiting, though. Patience is a virtue. And his teammate Nova is absolutely going off. 2v2 as the dust settles. Both teams with their own star power, firing on all 4 cylinders. But this quick rotation to the B site, not reacted to in time. They're going to get themselves a free plant.
Yeah, free plant coming. And there's the Omen differential once again. 2 dark covers. They're already back in the inventory. And Kian, after that initial execute, are able to re-execute quite easily. Sky Flash is recharged too. Nobody on the site, so no need for the utility. But it's always safety first in the game of Valorant. You never know if that team rotated or not. The fact that they're able to have that utility is quite nice. Frito will take quite a bit of time to get under its way. And they're very split right now. Playing it perfectly is Kian, but oh no.
Oh, that's awkward. Ninja Boy nearly flubbed the spray. That was labored to say the least. And now it's a 1v1, but the bomb is not in Ninja Boy's favor. In fact, he's got to take the unfavorable angle. Sean has the opportunity of just springing out into action. Instead, it's a game of chess. Nerves of steel. Ninja Boy is calling his bluff right now, knowing that he has to go back for the bomb again. Oh, it's a freebie. The headshot is there. 3 kills in the round. Ninja Boy, despite looking awkward at first, the big brain plays pay off in the end. It's the 7th round for Keen.
Oh, Keen is looking so keen to take this map right now. I'll tell you, Tristan. Ninja Void 14-4, having an absolutely stellar showing. And now the Ultimate's online as well. We've got ourselves the Seekers. We've got the Cabbage Patch on duty. We've got it from the shadows. Honestly, I don't know how you'd use it in this scenario if you were Gemma. Not really a need for it, quite frankly. The smoking has been quite good. The paranoia, you need to be in that front line to use it. I'd say maybe fake plays, but right now we don't even need that from Keen. They're just able to play straight in.
Yeah, absolutely. A quick B hit as we see the Sheriffs come out. It's going to be some headshot, and it's not easy to do. Not going to happen either. This B play is quick as lightning, and there's no time for reaction here.
Just like that, plant goes in, trays to come forward. YTK to grab one, instantly gone from the round as the Keen firepower. It's too strong in this round, man. It's Zini and Taiko nonetheless. Rerick, can she find anything with this Sheriff in a 1-on-3 shots? Oh, gonna get a very low Ninja Void, but instantly swung by Duffel's. The teamwork has been so phenomenal from Keen. They'll take that round quite easily. They dropped 2 guns, but they're rich as ever. They're NFT salesmen over there, so easy rebuys going forwards.
They got a sponsorship from FTX, right? They they have a lot of money to throw around now, and I mean, 8-1. You're not really feeling too much sweat off your backs if you're Keen dropping 2 on that last round. They're having a great time here, especially. I mean, Ninja Void is showing up this series so far, and I mean, when I wanted to talk about before we even got into game, the fact that Roger Williams was coming off a 2-0 in their last game. Meanwhile, Keen was coming off an 0-2, so I wanted to say the momentum may play a factor here, but I mean, when you dominate a first map like this, if they're able to bring it through, that's going to do wonders for their confidence for this series. As we see Gemma taking a raised position here. Don't do it, Anakin. Gemma has the high ground. They may just go for fight. They're just standing tall, holding their ground, despite all the flooding ranks coming through. It's a 1-for-1 so far, more than you could really ask for in that situation. Y2K pops the Empress, wants to get a few exit frags here, but it's going to be difficult. Nima can't make it happen. Who better? It's Ninja Void on the board yet again to get the opener onto the site. 3v4, numbers advantage for Keen. It's time to just hunker down and see if they can hold. Sean, though, has something to say about it, puts his foot down and gets the first frag. On this retake, 3v3, low health on Gemma. As, whoa, that's a risky teleport. Luckily, not cut out in the open. 42 HP, does have the sky. Blind to come out. We'll blind the first one, the second one swings. Dart to try and establish a little bit of vision here. They're having trouble removing it. And now they're getting closer and closer to this bird. They'll get the first. That's Void down. The second one around the corner. B Shoddy is doing just that. He's taking a few. He's got a third. Scalping everyone in the defense. And that's going to be the second round for Roger Williams. They desperately needed it.
Could not have come at a better time. A team that's been significantly lacking momentum. You see those initial duelist frags once more. So much pressure, so much utility, trying to force them off the angle. And as you mentioned, they stand tall. That can definitely be a sign of a team starting to fall apart, right? You see teams trying to make hero plays, players rather trying to make hero plays on the team and get themselves back into the swing of things. And it's moments just like that that can really break you apart, can really kill your momentum. But fortunately, Bishadi is able to step up, is able to make a hero play. And that can be all you need sometimes in terms of momentum to bring your team back in the game. So we'll see if they're able to build off of it. But right now, Economy not going to get killed for Kian. Well, Bishadi, he's killing.
A little bit early on the teleport there from Gemma, but luckily for her, Thunder does have the resurrection available. So it's just going to be numbers flowing in and flowing. Roger Williams doing everything he can to fight back. Out comes the showstopper. It's a 2-for-1 special. 3 on the round, and it's a 1v1 now. Y2K versus Gemma. Gemma walking right into Y2K's mitts, has to pick up the bomb, but he has to cross right out into the open, and Gemma, she just can't make it happen. Y2K closes out the round. Roger Williams swinging this one back into their favor.
One more round, one more rebuy for everybody involved here. And if you're going to use those ultimates, now's the time. From the Shadow has been activated for the last 5 rounds now and just hasn't been popped. Can't blame Gemma. I mean, really, there's no reason for it. It is a good info gather most of the time. I know we don't usually see Omens get played in general, but when we do, typically that ultimate is used for nothing more than just a simple teleport to the top of an area, see the bomb site, and then come back. Sometimes on Ascent, you see it gets used to go to the back of Boathouse to plan on B site, but obviously that's not a factor here on Icebox. So we'll see if she actually ends up utilizing it. Honestly, it hasn't been hurting them that much to not use it. Up mid we go.
My ult's ready.
B shot, he gets his hand caught. His hand was in the cookie jar. He has been caught red-handed. Down mid, that's going to be a lot of control given over to Keen if they decide to take it, but instead everyone just moving on to the A site. This could be a mistake to not try and gather more information on that mid push, but instead they're going to try and use these Seekers to lead them into the site. The front ranks, MW, he's going to be their first test if they want to be able to get this bomb down. He's got a Phantom in hand. Blind around the corner, manages to dodge it. Thunder, meanwhile at mid, just a single tap to the head. Gemma as well contributing. 2v5 now. I mean, this is difficult as ever for Roger Williams. They wanted to get one last round going into the half, but I don't see it happening much at all, especially now that the drone has been brought out. Rock, I believe that's how you pronounce it. The Rock. I don't know. Either way, it's about drive. It's about power. Oh, okay. I see you, Cat Vader. Wow.
I could not get on it, brother.
Oh man, I mean, if you wanted 2 teams that were firing in all cylinders, you got 2 casters that are synced up as well as Y2K just getting corralled here. I mean, not really much to do at the end of this round besides be herded to the slaughter. Poor guy didn't really stand a chance. All 4 members ready to spring at a moment's notice. 9-3. Keen having a fantastic first game, and I mean, Roger Williams, if they want to start bringing the momentum back, it all starts in the pistol round, right? It's all about the economic advantage. It can spiral over if you have these first few rounds go well for you.
And here is the real test. Omen on defense on Icebox. Viper is the key to locking down your B site. An agent that we didn't really see on the B site for Roger Williams, and a reason it was so free to get open and why half the rounds actually ended in that location. But now there is no Viper for Keen, so once again there'll be no Viper on the B site. But we'll see what Omen's able to bring to the table, if Gemma's able to show us a little bit of strat crafting. But for now, we'll have to wait on that one. That's when it heads over towards the A side instead.
Oh yeah, a lot of A pressure being shown early on here, and the Duffels, he has been known. He's been very willing to take early fights and at a very aggressive angle. Just surviving that first test can give you a lot of space on the side as we see dashing in. Sean will be the first one to get the kill. Duffels drops just as I said there. High risk, high reward to take some of these early fights as MW. He's also chiming in with the kill of his own. 3v5, just like that. Roger Williams already feeling the momentum shift back in their favor, but there's two flankers they have to deal with. Thunder is the first, and Thunder will drop the first. Sean is the next test. They can't pass it. MW's got the first. Thunder from over the top. He's going to try and bring his cursor up, but he can't do it in time. Y2K as well, a headshot. This pistol looking convincing for Roger Williams.
Yeah, quick pistol towards the A side. It's the Icebox classic, really. Able to get in, able to find the frags, and that's all on the back of MWM, who has been having quite the standout showing, quite frankly. Not a player we've talked about a ton, because it hasn't been hero moments, it's just been consistency. Player getting 2 frags, 3 frags, finding trades initially into sites. It's been kind of the opposite showing going forward for this team when they were on that defensive, whether it be in the retake or whether it just be early on. MW finding a frag, Y2K close by the side, but either getting baited or either just not able to put the pieces together. But MWM hasn't been playing bad. It's just his rest of the team, just I don't know. It didn't really add up together. The Ginger Blocks weren't all there, but now on the offense, the ability to more control the fights they're getting, control when those interactions come through, we'll start to see those moments.
Oh yeah, you can see them affording them space in the A site because they know they have so many flankers coming in. Already the shots coming out. They're going to be aware of their presence out into the open. Y2K wasn't expecting that many people. The family picture is able to net them a single kill, but it's traded back in spade. Roger Williams, a sea of red in the kill feed, and they drop a single member before destroying the ranks of Keen on that round 2. And hey, just what the doctor ordered if you want to get back into this game.
That's so unfortunate for Nova. Loses the shock dart money and kills the teammate.
Oh,
yeah, I hate to see it. Ninja Void falls at the end of that round to the shock dart of Nova, who was trying to make a play into the sea of red that was entering that site. Well, it happens.
Minus 150.
Yeah, minus 150 indeed. And we'll get a bonus here. We've got full armor for beyond Roger Williams. It's kind of nice. And they're looking to run it down towards the B site. Gonna clear the space as quickly as possible. Now we get to see what this Omen can do.
Hey, and the Sonic's raise pick actually working out fairly well for Roger Williams. I mean, you see two obvious front runners for both the teams. It's MW and it's the Void. Both of them rocking very different agents stylistically, but Gemma now has potential to get over this wall. Decides not to. In fact, pulls out the paranoia, and oh wow. It's a bit of unfortunate timing there. You hate to see it, but at the same time, if you're Roger Williams, you're going to love to take that any day of the week. The Thunder now. Can lightning strike twice with the Thunder in tow? Slowly moving on to the site. No one really willing to give any easy pickings. With Y2K, B Shoddy, they're both going to win their duels respectively. The defense looking fantastic so far now that the bomb has gone down. Y2K has the flank from mid, but it's kind of an awkward angle. He's hoping to force something here. He'll have his fight, but now an isolated fight with Duffels. He wants to take both of these 1v1s, but at 13 HP, I mean, a Ladybug landing on his foot will finish him off, and B Shoddy, he's got something a little bit better than Ladybug. He's got some high caliber rounds to put into the chest as he brings this round to an end. 6-9 now, as we see Roger Williams looking better and better as the rounds pass.
Well, we wondered what Omen could do on defense. Not the answer we were hoping to get, most definitely. That was the freest site take, frankly, I've ever seen. It was like a garage sale in a little free cardboard box on the street. Take what you want. The B side is yours. We don't want it anymore. We're done with it. Gemma has the paranoia there. If anything, that's got to go down B main. That's got to initially stall that push and then allow for rotation to come through. That's going to be how that works out. It's not, to be fair, she did get peeked while trying to throw it, but even in that scenario, it would have blinded too. They would have been able to swing and refrag, and it wouldn't have been the results she was looking for. So definitely, we have to see that get switched up.
Oh, very near to the headshot as MW plows through the site. 3 early frags, 3 easy takes as Gemma out mid, but she's only got a shotgun and she's got her knife out at that to make matters worse. Insult to injury. It's a 5-for-0, a flawless round, and Roger Williams, they're making this this Omen comp look very abusable.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate thing, right? Omen is very good on attack. There was a reason why teams didn't run it, though. And it was because it was bad on D. You can put it quite simply, really. Omen is worse on D than Viper is on attack. And from there, you don't run it.
No prisoners.
That's pretty much it. You put the 1-to-1 there, you compare the benchmark testing, and it's not the results that you're looking for. But honestly, I think this can be adaptable. I think you can place other utility over towards your B site. You can place your Sky in that direction to play your initiator information. You can place your Omen onto the A site to play one ways instead. There's definitely solutions to that problem.
Oh,
like this one right here.
Duffels is the solution. Thunder's the answer as well. Springing through mid, great timing on Thunder's part. She was being watched for a second there as a little bit of sneaky action there. Sean just slowly creeping his way up.
Right here.
Making sure the op doesn't hear him coming around the corner. Nova now could have some shock dart lineups. He's going to get a little bit of damage off, but still a 2v4. If they play this patient, they played as a team. I mean, not really a lot of opportunities to hold. As I say that, a very near mistake there as a Ninja walks into the open, manages to adjust for the kill. Gemma chimes in as well. The flank is activated. And we have Keen swinging back for the first time on this half.
A site ends up being the choice there, which is quite surprising after seeing what the B site take looks like. I think for Roger Williams, it's the thought, okay, well, we took B site so easily. The Jet now has op money. Surely that Jet's B main. Surely we don't get any options. Not even a peek goes in that direction. Instead, they decided to play for A site, in which, surprise, surprise, that's where the operator truly is. And Duffel is able to find the frags, able to leverage positioning, and allows for Kian to take themselves around.
7-10. I mean, double digits reach for King. That's got to be a big weight off their shoulders. Just a few more if they want to get into that territory where they can't lose the game anymore. They have to just bring it to overtime or nothing. Duffels now, he's going to get another opportunity to make his name known early. He will take it. B Shoddy has been shot to bits. Even willing to take a second fight. Oh, a quick flick onto MW. Able to bait out the shot. He's looking to get even more, though. And Sean, he's putting up the wall, but there's still 2 players they have to deal with on the side. The space getting slower and lower. They don't have a lot of room to work with. Out come the knives. He's going to have to fight his way through this. He's got the single player on the bomb. First headshot is there. The second as well. Looking for a third. He has a teammate coming in from behind. Resurrection there as well. 3v1 now. Y2K has everything to do and only one man to do it with. Empress is on. A single kill could be useful. And he starts it off with a flare. Gemma, yet again, she helps close this round out.
B-main flank. Same direction, same place. Almost the same timing of contact, too. And still, no reaction. In that scenario, though, 1-on-3, you got bigger fish to fry. We'll let it slide, yeah. Y2K. It's all good. Stressed out. It's okay. I know the holiday hustle and bustle can be real. But, you know, maybe just consider the back of your mind. There could be a player towards the back of you. But for now, we're back to the B site. It's a second chance. It's a redemption arc for the Omen on defense. Show me something special.
Oh, yeah. Keep it in the back of your mind, or you may be receiving something in the back of your mind, as we saw there. And Gemma already forced off the angle earlier. This is quite the plight of the Omen, especially when you're going up against the drone there. Will be broken off here as B-Shotty takes plenty of real estate off the back of it. Duffels now, he's got another fight on his belt. It's another shot to the belt. The hips get taken out there, and they do lie in this situation. Gemma able to land the headshot. Oh, but wouldn't you know? But yeah, it's Curse of the Phantom. You'll get the headshot, but you won't get the kill. Thunder is able to provide another frag there down. She has been so consistent at being able to win these duels out. And I mean, look at the position she's able to take now. They are just stuck in B now. Roger Williams has no options to work with. They're able to just freely stack this site if they want. They do leave Duffels on the A site just in case. But as I say that, now out come the Seekers, out come the rotations. And out comes crunch time. Thunder, another single headshot. She is looking ridiculous with these taps right now. And you're not going anywhere, Roger Williams. You got to just punch if you want a chance at this round. 7 seconds left on the round. They have to do something aggressive here. But Thunder, I mean, chill out. Do you have any mercy here? Keen is looking methodical now. They dropped a few rounds first, yes. But they put their foot down. You will have nothing more, Roger Williams.
Yeah, significant difference into the B main take there as well. It's so much slower. And Gemma does fall, yes, but is alive for significantly longer over towards B main. Throws a couple smokes. No paranoia, is able to get out in time, but the difference is there. The stop potential is there. It allows for an actual rotation to come through, and the rest of the team able to isolate, able to get slow orbs down, able to make sure that site doesn't get absolutely swarmed. And that's the difference there into that round. Just a little more control coming through from her. Now we get a mid split instead. Paranoia.
Ninja Void. Gonna try and see anything over the top there. No information given away, but a whole lot of sound cues. Gemma now has everything to do. A first headshot is good, but down through mid, she didn't even realize how close they were on the site. Now Thunder trying to spring into action. We'll see the bomb planter. We'll take down the bomb planter. It's a falling spray. Not going to happen, but Ninja there to trade it out. Never letting a teammate fall without there being a consequence for it. And B Shoddy left alone. 3 members to find. The bomb is stuck out onto the site. Ooh, Duffels pinning him down with the operator. Does have the ultimate to be used, but I mean, the moment you bring out the Hunter's Fury, you have several other members ready to take you out, and it's going to be the 13th round. Keen take this map 1 with I don't want to say dominance, but it definitely looked convincing, and they look like a well-oiled machine here. Coming off of an 0-2 week, they're going to make a statement with that map 1.
Yeah, we don't have to call it dominant for sure, but there were definitely dominating moments going forward. I believe it was an 8-1 scoreline before we started to see that comeback actually come through. So definitely there are dominant moments there. We see a very nice Roger Williams comeback. They're able to find themselves a significant amount of rounds when move over towards that attacking side, and that was really over there onto the B side. I mean, I wrote it here in my caster note. I wrote free. That's all I wrote. And I know exactly what that means in my notes. It means that the B-side got straight walked onto. But adjustments came through quickly. And as soon as that operator got bought as well, you could see them start to get a little nervous. Start to not really know where that operator was going to be. And they tried to move away from that B-side just in case B-main became that avenue. Because it's such a good little microscope. It's so easy to hit shots as an operator, especially on a jet, where you have the tail end to get away. And in that scenario, you don't want to play it. And then you start to go A instead, and then Duffels use that to their advantage, and that kind of makes a difference there.
Yeah, Duffels, I mean, when you had a lot of the opening fights that didn't go his way early on in the game, as soon as he got his hands on that operator, you could just see the momentum switch. He was finding it in plays, and he was making it happen, and that's just what you want to see. You don't want to let your confidence get shaken, especially if you're playing some of these duelists where you have to be the ones making an impact early on in the rounds. And that's lovely to see that, especially after a few losses in their last series, they're able to really get their confidence back up, and they're going to be going into this map 2 feeling fantastic with themselves. Don't go anywhere, though. We will be taking a short break, but when we are back, we will have this game. We will have this game 2 of our best of 3. It's going to be on, I believe it's Bind. Yeah, Bind.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. In that case, we may be seeing a little bit of a difference in these team compositions. We're going to be seeing some new things brought out, and you're going to have a lot to feast your eyes on. And so with that, we will be back shortly.
Big, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broken, I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, Watch your head. What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
Welcome
Ladies
back.
and gentlemen. Oh, hey. Go ahead, man.
I apologize. I
race.
apologize. A little bit. We're both a little bit excited. We're getting into game 2. It's bind. And we got Keen on the attack for this one. This one was Roger Williams' pick, and so hey, we got a lot to be excited for here. And I mean, after that game 1, there was so many back and forth rounds, so many highlight moments. I mean, really, when you have a lot of these playoff teams, it always seems to be trade one out, 1-for-1s. Both teams just making sure they have all their I's dotted, their T's crossed. But that one, you just see individual players going absolutely bonkers round after round. And I mean, I think there's only one thing they have in common. Am I right?
Ooh. Is it the fact that they all play on the Lenovo Legion?
It's funny you should mention that. I actually wanted to give a quick talk about such a fantastic company and such fantastic equipment. I mean, Lenovo Legion, if there's one thing they know, is that you play to win. To stand out from the competition, you need equipment that matches the speed of your thoughts and action. The Legion Y25 monitor delivers wins in the toughest, most critical situations with extreme 1 millisecond response time. Count it, 1. That's the only thing I can count to. 240 hertz refresh rate. The Legion Y25 doesn't just keep up, but it does a lot more. Built for those engaged in vast multiplayer battles at the tournament level. No scrubs here. Only tournament level. The Legion Y25 offers a 24.5-inch FHD IPS panel with built-in NVIDIA G-Sync compatibility. Could you ask for any more? I don't even know what I'd ask for aside from that. The Legion Y25 monitor is available at Lenovo.com and other fine retailers. You heard it here first. If they don't have Lenovo, they are not a fine retailer. That being said, we are going to hop into this game too pretty soon here. Do you expect to see a lot of different agent picks, Catnator, heading into this second round?
You know, as of late, we've been seeing a lot of Viper on Bind. But I got a feeling there might be an Omen in the composition for Gemma. If you're not playing Viper on Icebox, you're not playing Viper on Bind. I mean, that's pretty much that simple. But there's a lot of control aspects once more to the Viper on Bind, especially in the ability to lock down Shower. We've seen a lot of teams use that wall to take themselves all the way up A short. And then we've seen a little bit of B, but more into late rounds when teams are trying to save that toxic screen to utilize for retakes, and that's on the other side of the map. But I don't think we'll see it. I think there's a possibility we do see it on the other side of the map, but I don't know. Definitely question marking.
Uh-oh. We're going to have our Killjoy coming out here. I do remember you were not a fan of the Killjoy on Bind before. Raze, though, I mean, I was definitely expecting, if you play Raze in the same vein as if you don't play Viper on Icebox, you're not playing it on Bind. If you're playing Raze on Icebox, you are 100% taking it on Bind. We see the Omen being hovered as well here, which, interestingly enough, we're actually not seeing an Omen for the side of Keen. In fact, we might even get an Astra pick here, as well as the Raze, Sova, even a Jet on Bind, which is something you don't see as much. And so a little bit of diversity when it comes to the picks here. Not something I would draw up in the textbook if I had to guess after that game one.
We are walking into uncharted territories, brother. We've got the Academic Esports Classic. It's all about comfortability. It's all about what you've actually been labbing, and I'd say that's almost 100 times out of 100 more effective than whatever you're throwing together based on meta. It doesn't matter nearly as much. It's a different opponent. It's a whole different atmosphere. So we're seeing much more comfortability in terms of these compositions. We've got Raze and Jet combination. It definitely can be effective. The Raze is phenomenal on this map and can be utilized quite nicely, but it all depends on what you're pairing it up with. There's no Astra for this team, so they're not going to find any real value with those paint shells. On the other side of things for Keen, they will find those values because they do have that Astra to work with. They also have got that new Raze tech, where if you throw a gravity well and then you satchel the Raze Roomba in the gravity well, it takes off at Mach 10 speed. So I'm hoping that we get to see a little bit of Raze Boombot flying, as that is new tech and something that would be interesting to see picked up. I was gambling we might get to see it with the Raze coming out into Icebox, and I think there's a potential that to be the case now. But yeah, a lot of off-meta stuff. I don't hate the KJ, quite frankly. I mean, Cypher Trip could be nice for mid-market, but KJ's turret potential on B is honestly pretty meta right now.
Okay, I think I must have you confused with another caster recently, because I've been hearing some slander on the Killjoy takeout here as Thunder does start it out right. B Shoddy, it's the curse of the Jets to always want to take these early fights, and sometimes they just don't go your way. And when that happens, I mean, look how quickly they're able to get onto the site. Look how deep Thunder is right now. She's got fantastic positioning, but Y2K, a quick adjustment, is able to even up the numbers now. 2 more players stuck towards bathroom. They now have rotations. Heaven is there as well to help cover the angles. MW now hoping to get a fight for himself, but Gemma makes him pay. He springs out into the open, but there was a waiting body there for him. Now the Rock is going to hear this reload around the corner. Oh, it's a game of inches right now. They're both spraying and praying. The Rock will get the better of it this time around. Great shots to help her team get these numbers back to a 3v3, but look at the Sova. Worse for wear. Y2K limping over to this second site.
A lot of utility gone from that initial hold as well. A lot of defensive utility. Pretty much everything that was actually available for that post plant. And somehow it'll come with the nano swarm. So there's actually some post plant here, but going towards elbow, not going to be able to utilize it. Going to be fighting Rhetoric very early.
Oh yeah, double stack towards elbow. This first player, oh, can't even get the one. Ninja Voin lays her to rest. And now, I mean, with 9 HP, Y2K is living on a hope and a prayer right now. It's going to have to be a headshot, and Gemma, oh, clotheslines as he tries to get out. It's going to be one more player to find. Has to reload, but the teammate is there. Yeah, you got to check the numbers down there in your bottom left before you try and go for another, but sometimes the second helpings are a little bit too tantalizing.
Okay, and once again, back to early pistol round. Exact same thing we saw in Icebox. Running it down A, finding frags, and good call on the rotation. Comes through at a nice time when they still have player advantage, when they've got low players, and then able to come through and find a good post-plant hold after that initial setup.
Yeah, I mean, just a solid take. They call the rotations at the right time, too. That's one thing that's always important about Bind. The rotations are so easy to make, and it's such a small map with the teleporters that you can really abuse those to confuse the enemy and to be able to get yourself free sight takes, as you just saw there. As B-Shotty, he's got just that. The Shorty has to use it on the Boombot, though, and as he tries to make his retreat, doesn't dash. Thunder pays for it. Trying to get out of the way of the paint shells, though. Those are going to hurt. Softening up a few players there. Ninja Voin loses HP. MW, though, only on 16 at this point. Absolutely massacred down mid. As we see more rotations coming out, they don't want to, even if they were able to get those early pickings, they don't want to rush it. They don't want to walk themselves into a stack, potentially start dropping guns. I mean, round 2, even if you are just losing a few members, that can come back to bite you at a later time. And so this slow pacing is benefiting them hugely. Look at this A site. It is busted wide open, and they have all the time in the world to really set up for this post plant.
We love nothing more than getting to walk into sites, and that's exactly what's happened here for Keen. Nebula's already up. This post plant should be quite easy to defend as well. They've got more than enough economic advantage.
Get out of here.
There's the first. They just start to fall like dominoes. Y2K, though, he's been great with the pistol. First round, you saw him with a quick flick to get one nice little lineup there to keep Thunder isolated as well. They are able to recover a weapon. Maybe even go for a little more here, but I don't see them winning this round considering how far gone this bomb already is. It's just a matter of how many guns can they take out of the hands. Y2K, the last one standing. He's done great so far, but this time around just wasn't meant to be. They drop a single gun, which, I mean, hey, what more could you ask for if you're Roger Williams there? You got completely outplayed on the rotations. Getting a gun, I mean, it's a bit more than you could expect at that point.
Oh, for sure. Getting one gun is tough. It allows for a pretty strong bonus for Keen here. They could buy rifle if they want to. I'm interested to see what happens eco-wise not buying a rifle here for Duffels. It makes so much sense to do so, and there's multiple players who have the money to actually make that happen. They're playing the Ghost instead, which I actually feel like they're going to try to play an offensive op next round, which has me worried.
Oh yeah, an op on a map like Bind, I mean, you can make good use of it if you don't get smoked off in heaven, or if you manage to play around the smokes well, but it's definitely not easy. You don't have nearly as much space to work with as you would on some of the other maps in the game, and once you get kind of isolated out when they get the bomb down on the site, it's so difficult to try and retake with an operator on a map like Bind, so we'll see if they're able to make it work, but as for now, the round at hand. MW taking a good bit of damage when those paint shells come in, walks right into the boombot as well. More and more knowledge being established there, but those are heavy pieces of equipment. As Thunder, how does she keep getting onto this site undetected to get some of these free kills? She's even got a second. She is blowing through the defensive. Ninja Voin again through the smoke. More of last game. The more things change, the more they stay the same as Thunder racks up her third. One player left to find. The Rock is hoping to get anything done, but there is no drive. There is no power. He has been devoured. Gemma cleans him up, and it's 3 rounds on the board for Keen.
The most important factor when you got Spectres in your hand when you're playing a bonus is to close the gap. That's exactly what you see come down with the Nebulas. There's one over towards U-Haul, and there's an additional one all the way towards the back of site for triple stack. It smokes both vision. It allows for Thunder to walk straight through, get the first frag, and then that wide open. That puts the site wide open for Keen. They're able to come in, they get a plant, and then post-plant from there is very, very simple.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great point. Using the cover of darkness to get in close, and that's what Thunder's been doing so well. She's always been able to get onto the sites largely undetected, as Nova, holding the slimmest of angles, will be spotted out there, nearly headshot. And oh, this is awkward as ever. He just wants to retreat back to his teammates. Can't give up a gun, not this early, especially when you have an eco on your hands. As Thunder once again tries to creep out, but that's the danger of just using that walk to try and get out onto a site. You could just end up putting yourself right into the crosshairs for an easy shot. B-Shotty as well. playing around this smoke, just trying to hold off, stave off the engagements. We see more and more armor being chipped away on the side of Keen here. They're having a good show of themselves early on, Roger Williams, but eventually you have to make the kills happen because you're only rocking the sheriffs.
Yeah, unfortunately, weren't able to convert on the anti-bonus, so they're looking at a very weak economy right now, and Keen couldn't be loving it more.
Ooh. Nice headshot to start things off. He's going to have to find a second, but that's what you're talking about. You close the distance, and you are so hard to hit when you're swinging with these Spectres. The moving spray, I mean, you have to be so precise with the Sheriff. Meanwhile, you can play like an absolute animal if you have a Spectre, just like that. Nice little paint shells to clean up one. More utility kills coming in for the Rays. Fantastic on this map. Didn't even need the Astra to set it up. And Thunder doing what Thunder does pretty much every time you see her on the screen, zooming far ahead to try and make sure someone gets put in the dirt.
And ladies and gentlemen, finally, we have entered the gun round. Duffel's looking to play a very late bonus with the Spectre. That could work, especially if they play that raise to the double satchel, opening up sight potential that it has. It is a solo duelist, so it would make quite a bit of sense. They hit the A site quite a bit, so they're also going to head over to B now.
Oh yeah, they have two ultimates. The Cosmic Divide is available, and the Resurrection. We'll see if they actually try and use that into a set piece here. Maybe they have a strategy lined up around it. There is several players already on the site, though, ready to make this happen. If this Boombot spots out the rock, it could be bad, and oh boy, there's a lot to contest with, and it did not last long. Duffels is the first one to kill on the round. Second one tagged up by the Sova, pierced through the wall, and these defenses have come crumbling down all around Roger Williams. This is going to be tough as ever to retake. I wouldn't be surprised to just see a save called early on here.
Yeah, this is a very tough retake scenario, and one that is nowhere near worth it. There was no utility really utilized to get into the site in the first place. So Keen is sitting on so much post plant right now. Couple frags, and now traded out. That leaves MW. Get the rifle out, brother. You have no money. You're going absolutely bankrupt after this round. Back to the eco. Myself a gear rifle to mess around with. The only thing you're getting from death is about 500, and 500 is not worth the 2,900 you hold in your hands.
Yeah, I definitely say it's ill-advised, to say the least, to go for this. And I mean, at this point, the bomb's taking pretty low. You don't really have a lot of options. You kind of have to go for it, or just maybe make a mad dash for the teleporter, as we're probably going to see here. Oh, or just mad dash out in the open. I'm really not sure about this. You want to keep this gun in your hands? Oh, man, you could cut the tension with a knife right now. That is terrifying on both accounts. And, I mean, all things considered, if he did walk forward a little bit there, he would have caught Gemma with her gun facing the wrong direction. But definitely not something I would advise in that situation. That's for sure.
Yeah, playing for exits in that scenario is awkward, especially the fact that there's so much money on the other side right now that even if you do drop a gun, it's easily rebought, and it doesn't damage eco at all. It only hurts you. So I do get the hero rifle out. It won't mean much in this round. It's the anti-eco still. So we'll see what MWM is able to find with it. Hopefully something. Right now for Roger Williams, looking really, really rough, especially into that round. That's a gun round. They have full potential. They have full utility. But, man, they just get walked through. Keen's so confident.
Yeah, and I mean, look at the scoreboard right now for Keen. They are just... everyone having a good time. Nova a little bit laggy early on, but it happens. It happens. Sometimes you just gotta warm up a little bit as you see the drone just get blown up as it tries to enter U-Haul. Duffels, are you kidding me? Look how quickly you get a headshot if you're B-shotty there. You get a glimpse of the rays, and then suddenly you're in the afterlife.
In the meantime, Spike is currently on a journey towards B. Thunder trying to sell here will get pinged by Dart. The replayer still tucked towards A side, and now some jigs should start to come up here as that KJ still tucked back of sight. Keen might end up playing themselves here. They still got Spike towards mid-market. Doing a little bit of double take, now suddenly back to the default.
Imposter the double down. Fake? Gemma will get the better of the Killjoy as we see Ninja Boy. Oh, look how much
double
they're taking. Look at this. You just love to see it, don't you? If you're a coach right now, I mean, you're rubbing your hands together. You are just so happy to see this. And look how long they're taking. They don't even realize the bomb isn't on the site. Guys, the beeping isn't there. The light bulb finally shows up over their head. They realize what's going on. But, I mean, you can just take... they can be anywhere at this point. Thunder gets the exact positioning she wants, Kit. A little bit of an awkward spray, and hey, can't get it 10 out of 10 times, but Nova is there to cover. The second headshot as well. The third one near to fall, but Y2K is able to say something about it. 3 still left, though, and the bomb is already so far gone. Ninja Void has a pretty easy job, all things considered, able to just post up on the angle and clean up the round. 6-0 now. Keen looking like a completely different animal come this round to this map too.
Keen are going to drop 2 guns there on the post when playing close contact, but fortunately for them, they have so much money that it doesn't really matter. Now up 6-0. Roger Williams, oh my gosh, is absolutely fooled. Thunder, an initial shower presence, pulls players over towards A site, holds them for so long, allows Gemma to sneak up into hookah, spots the KJ back of sight, takes down Sean, and then they walk right back over to A. As Thunder still shower, here's all the players leave.
Yeah, and that's just textbook right there. As we see MW, I mean, this is looking like a little bit more desperate and desperate every round. It's Thunder. Are you joking, Thunder? This is unfair. This is cruel and unusual punishment. What have they done to deserve that? Already onto the site, a single tap through the smoke. I mean, what business did you have hitting that shot? Nova as well chiming in. It's 3v5. Thunder's just sitting close quarters combat. This is just brutal to watch at this point. Someone take Thunder out finally. Learn a little bit of respect, Thunder. Jeez Louise. Nova now back in the same position as last round. First kill is good. The second one waiting to be found here. Shock Dart around the corner will get caught with his Shock Dart in hand, but as Y2K tries to adjust, Duffels lays him out. In the dirt he goes. 7-0. Keen is looking monstrous right now.
Yeah, not even anything to analyze in that round either. It's just Thunder walking in, hitting a shot. Plant goes down and it's wraps from there. I mean, we could say it's a nice divide wall to divide back the site to make sure there's no triple peak, but other than that, really, it's just Thunder making a play. And sometimes that's just the way of the road. Keen just looks so strong right now. And Roger Williams, quite frankly, don't have an answer. Definitely won't have an answer into this round, but they're trying to force, which is a bad sign for mental health of the team. And a bad sign for Eco if this round goes the way it's going to.
Well, and Thunder already 2 headshots. They had posted 3 up mid to try and deal with her. I think they had even more. And Thunder still comes away with two headshots. It is just ridiculous right now. It's Y2K. Oh, you might want to check your left there, buddy. Tap, tap on the shoulder. Duffels taps him in the side of the head to bring this one to a quick 8 rounds. And that force up was already ill-advised, and it looks like Keen just explained to them why.
Well, fortunately for them, they've got the max loss bonus. Obviously, they've lost 8 rounds in a row. They haven't won a round yet. All they have are lost rounds. But nonetheless, still 2 players that can't buy that would have been able to buy if they hadn't bought last round. So definitely a factor. Yeah, the fact that the rest of the team's going to buy without them definitely tells us that was not advised and something has gone awry here in the terms of comms, in terms of whatever Discord team speak, curse if it still exists. Yeah, they're not feeling pretty.
Yeah, I've always been one to say that this map is definitely one of the more T-sided maps or attacking-sided maps out of some of the maps in this game, but it's definitely not to the point where you should be winning this hard. I mean, it's definitely not to the point where it should be an 8-0 scoreline by any means of the imagination. This is just all Keen playing fantastic, playing out of their minds. They're not only hitting their shots, they're making the rotations beautifully whenever they need to. It feels like they're always walking into a site with an advantage inherently because of how they're playing it. And what?
X to cancel, by the way. In case you watched the VOD. Gemma and Thunder are going to pick up 2. That site more than clear. Showstopper, it's out, but it's not even needed. Thunder's just going to put on a show.
Stop it.
Finally shut down Showstopper. Now they find the refrag NW. A lot of work to do, but they're giving ones right now. That's the first. Second one on its way. Shot's just not quite there. Gemma will recover. 9-0 for Keen. And the funniest part about it, truthfully, is that while all that carnage is going down, Observer doing a phenomenal job of watching it all. Doesn't have a chance to switch off.
Absolutely.
Over on A site, the spike is played. It's not even on B, man.
It's like, and I feel like we're catching all of this action despite these guys are not playing like normal humans right now. I hope everyone watching knows that. It is so difficult as an observer to keep up when they're playing with this maniacal playstyle of you never know who is going to spring out where. And so, big shout out to the observers. This is not an easy job, especially in a matchup like this. But I am so glad we get to cast it. And it's so funny because Catnator, for those of you watching, is a very analytical. He's an analytical guy. He's good at picking apart strategies, but a lot of the strategy right now is just boom, boom, headshot, boom, boom. Oh, Thunder, as he tries to pull out the showstopper, he gets his light clocked, and Gemma even walking through 1 HP on Y2K. I mean, as a play-by-play, this is pretty much a dream. I just get to commentate people running through and headshotting people all day. It's not really the most difficult thing possible. Sean, a quick flick. Duffels has a superior weapon. It's going to make it an easier fight to take. The Rock now, another awkward angle to try and take for Duffels. This time he is bested. And Ninja Boy, springs through the smoke. 2 lined up. The spray control is there. 10-0. Keen hits double digits before Roger Williams can even get themselves on the board.
The nebula placements are nice. The wall placement for Plan is nice. But the shots are so much better, brother. Keen's just walking in. I mean, it's a team diff going on right now. Forget compositions. Forget agent roles. I don't care about any of it. Right now, it's all about gunplay, and yeah, we're seeing a lot of it from one side. Roger Williams, I will say we're off to a slow start at map number 1, and we're able to start to shift things back. But that was off of the back of 2-round wins at the end of the half, which, well, hopefully they can grab again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely hoping that Roger. I mean, you want to root for a 13-0 just because it's cool, but at the same time, I want to see a competitive game more than anything, and to see these two teams end close, give us as much Valorant as possible to cast. But it's not looking likely at this point. Out comes the lockdown. They're gonna try and stop this before it can even happen. Thunder though, still plowing through right into knife out into a Killjoy lockdown. Yeah, please. At that point, it's just cocky. There's a difference between confidence and doing whatever that was. B-Shotty now trying desperately to sprint out Heaven. It's very awkward though, as both the sprays definitely going awry there. 27 HP left. He is able to close out that kill. 4v2 now. This is the best Roger Williams has had a look in a very long time for some of these rounds. Nice little shock dart lineup. We'll see where this one goes. Won't spot out anyone just yet. No, Ninja Boy has been seen. They're going to know that he's tucked right under this truck. He's playing up close, but out come the paint shells. MW puts him to rest. It's all for Gemma to try and keep this 13-0 hopes alive, but she's doing well so far. The shock darts forces her out into the open, and B-Shotty won't give her the chance to take the swing. It's the first round on the board for Roger Williams. You talked about them taking the last 2 rounds in our previous map. They may be able to replicate some similar success here.
And if Roger Williams are playing in their LAN center, they better give a big old thumbs up to Big Shotty 3, who heard the TP, got back to Heaven, and got one singular frag to shut down what could have been an absolutely atrocious round. Keen once again tried to hit us with a little bit of contact. Things get rough, head for the hills and move over. This time around, B-Shotty there. No more games. I know your tricks. And is able to find what is needed to make that retake possible.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting a little bit more adjusted to this blistering pace that Keen enjoys to play at. And really, Thunder with the knife out, although I did criticize it as being way too confident, it is also kind of designed to just draw rotations. If you hear someone sprinting through the site, you're going to call it to your teammates that they're on site, and that's going to draw a lot of players over. And so I do believe that's where Keen has been selling a lot of their fakes, is Thunder just sprinting out onto a site. But that time around, B-Shotty, like you said, great read, realizing how Keen's playstyle has affected them so far. Out comes the lockdown right around the corner. Sean has no play at it. He has to get drawn out into the open, and Duffels is waiting there. Little bit of ships passing right by each other in the night. Thunder, though, already locked it down. And I mean, what more can you do, right? 2 players left. Thunder already flanking. If you were able to get that kill, it wouldn't last you long. The Rock is stuck alone. It's a lonely life. Last round, I mean, you can't really save here either. You have to go for it. 6 HP. I'm not even sure what Duffels just hit him with. And Thunder just gets to cash in on a freebie to end this one out.
It shouldn't even be an R for the T. It should be an F. Because that's how this game's looking, quite frankly. It's a new half. Wake up. It's time to go, Roger Williams. I will say, the difference maker for them on Icebox that allowed them to start to mount that comeback was having the last 2 rounds. They were able to grab one of the last 2, which is like half of them. So
yeah,
basically they've won half the rounds if we put it in that tiny little microscope.
We round up.
Means that we'll round all the way from 2 to 6.
We do a pass-fail over here.
They've got a chance right now. Interesting, by going into this, they'll give themselves extra utility, also some light armor with these classics, and we'll see if it's worth it for them. That means that Paranoia is going to be able to take that B-site, but B-site is very hard to take on the pistol when you're dealing with KJ turrets.
Yeah, I mean, you've heard of the 9-3 curse. How about the 11-1 curse? It's
I love that one.
I've never heard of it, but you know, all legends start somewhere, right?
It's a European thing.
Yeah. My accent gets lost in translation, you know. Gemma, trying to make the stop happen, but I mean, they just flood the site.
There it
Roger
is.
Williams. Wait a minute. I had it confused. It's the wrong way around, Keen. They're getting picked apart here as Thunder right around the corner. Y2K, some acrobatics there. Nice little burst fire from the sky. Gets taken out with a quickness. Duffel's now stuck with only a single teammate to help him out. There's just simply too many angles to check. Ninja Void is last man standing. Look at the first headshot, but I mean, now that he's scanned by the dart, jumping shots as well. It's surprising to see how much confidence Roger Williams is still playing with, despite how this game has gone so far. But hey, all comebacks start with a single round. And maybe the 11-1 curse is more real than you might realize.
Yeah, Kian, how does it feel to just walk into the site and hit every shot? It doesn't feel good on the other end, does it, baby? Roger Williams will go ahead and buy themselves up here. Y2K going to be looking at a sheriff, potentially trying to play for a little bit of we'll wait on that. At least a rifle in the next round. Hope the rest of the team is able to convert it. That's the story first, actually being able to convert on the anti-eco.
Ooh, Thunder, he's got a close quarters combat scenario this time around. B Shoddy will take him out with just that, living up to his namesake. Shorty not going to do much. I mean, the range was not quite close enough. Doing a good amount of damage there. So maybe a few players softened up. A headshot comes in as well. Several players looking a little bit worse for wear on the scoreboard, but with the exception of Gemma being able to pull out the single kill for Keen, a relatively clean round for Roger Williams. And so, hey, they're making it happen.
Well, anti-eco, so give them one more. If they can grab themselves the bonus,
nope,
that's
that was
a
it.
lot of momentum, that's a lot of money, and that's a lot of chance to start to get that ball rolling. But this round could be crucial for them. If they lose it, it's okay. They have a rebuy, but it does mean it's match point for Keen. So they definitely would like the bonus. I don't think it would have been a bad call to buy up for Sean.
Yeah, definitely.
We'll
honestly, you can't really afford to be given too many rounds over. I'd say just buy up and try and string together as many rounds in a row as physically possible, because you definitely need that at this point. But hey, Nova now. He's got a lot to do. He's got to be the sentinel. He's got to be the gargoyle right now that does not allow anyone passing through. Already the player in elbow has been isolated. It's only Nova on the side. He tries to swing out, but they were just waiting for this moment. They take him down. Thunder and Jim chiming in with two of their own. B-Shotty trades it out. It's 3v2 right now. Low HP on the rock. Duffels is still firing on all cylinders, though. He's got two for himself.
My days.
And only the 33 HP player with everything to do. He's already been pinged out the rock. Not really fooling anyone. She's got a difficult task ahead of her. Ninja Void, the slimmest of angles. And as soon as you get out here, could be in danger. One player is there, the second one ready to swing, and it won't even take two. The one is good enough. Ninja Void puts the 12th on the board for Keen, and just like that, as quick as the comeback was started, it may have been snuffed out.
That's a clean anti-bonus coming through from Keen. A round that definitely will hurt Roger Williams, but because of not buying up, it means they have the rebuy coming forward here. It means they've got guns. B-Shoddy going to be looking at a Blade Storm instead, but still not half bad as long as those shots are connecting, which they definitely have been in the past. We've got a scuffed buy for Keen on the other side of things. Full rifles, one Spectre, and we'll see what the tail of the tape ends up being.
Yeah, I mean, Y2K is just going to play this one defensively. They can use as much patience as they want to here, but in a classic Keen fashion, they're just going to hit the gas, move down mid, hope to get some early kills here. Duffels doesn't get much for himself. I mean, considering how up close that was and how aggressive that was, I'm surprised no one ended up shedding first blood there. MW, though, does get the better of their bathroom skirmish there, and so he's going to bring the numbers into their favor. Ninja Void chiming in, evens things up. The bomb is down out in the open, though, and this is going to get awkward. MW, though, he's got a headshot, a second one as well, 3 on the round. He is looking fantastic, and he has to be the man to step up if they want to bring this game back into fruition. I mean, they have a player very deep on the B side already, manages to avoid detection by the turret, by the alarm bot as well, and so by the time they make their rotations back into the B site, this Killjoy will have a fantastic positioning here. Sean, this is your time to shine. It's labored. The taps aren't there. Manages to get Germa down low, but oh, you definitely were hoping to see more than that, considering, I mean, it was knife out and everything. 16 HP, melted down by the Nano Swarm. This is going from bad to worse. Roger Williams had such a huge advantage, but it's being whittled away right now.
Lockdown going to be available for Keen here. We'll make this retake significantly easier and definitely would not be able for Roger Williams to get to it to actually shut it down. We'll see if Gemma recognizes this opportunity. Peeking right now, so definitely hasn't yet. Lockdown for the 1v1 could be nice, could be worth it. Looking for headshots instead, not to be. Y2K will hold on for just a moment longer. Roger Williams will sneak themselves into a 4th round. Economy, though, for Keen, not strong into this one. This is a save moment. We'll full save this one, and then we'll go next and try to win the gun round.
That was intense as ever. And I mean, this just goes to show you how different these rounds play out because of the strategies. I mean, Keen is just so good about, even though MW pops off for 3 kills there, it comes down to the last man because their retakes are so solid. They know how to use their utility to the best of their possible advantages. And I mean, it did definitely come down to a few shots not being hit for Roger Williams and a few shots being hit for Keen there to make it so close as it was. But yeah, definitely very airtight strategy coming out from Keen here. And they're looking like they're very solid with their coaching and with their strategies coming out here. As I say that, Cosmic Divide being used up, they want to use that to try and block off potential engages for the side of Roger Williams. And it's doing a good job of stalling out the round so far. But look at Duffels. Look at this position. Oh, knife out, though. He's been spotted so many players. Duffels was not expecting that many to be all around him. Not a single noise was made by anyone there. And with that, I mean, he gets caught with his pants down undoubtedly. Thunder now, just with the ghost. A headshot angle, but it's not going to work out. Flooding the site, Roger Williams is looking a lot like Keen in the first half right now as they are toppling like dominoes. As I say that, though, I mean, it is an eco, so you can't really expect too much out of Keen. I just like to hype Roger Williams up so that we can believe in them, you know, believe in the comeback a little bit more. Nova, this is starting to look dangerous though, but with his back turn, Y2K will get a freebie and B Shoddy holding true. I mean, and this seems to be the trend for Roger Williams. They'll get a really, what seems to be a really easy defense of the bomb, and then suddenly Keen just lights up the scoreboard out of nowhere to make it extremely close and difficult. And while it will be Roger Williams bringing the round to a close, you just see there, they had no guns to start that round off. Keen was rocking pistols. And yet it still came down to the wire like that.
Yeah, that definitely benefits them economically as well. Makes Sean without a rifle into this round. Let's buy 2K buys, which they totally can. They have 5.1K. Please buy your teammate. There we go. Okay. Woo. Okay, everyone on Roger Williams will get a buy into this round. They have plenty of ultimates to work with as well. This round, very much winnable. It was a pistol, as you mentioned, so the fact that Raze gets caught in market after hearing B contact and then not finding it anymore, where the only place they could have been was mid-market, is okay. We'll let it slide, Duffels, just because you had a classic in your hand.
Yeah. We'll give Duffels a pass. I mean, he's been playing well for the rest of the series, too, so we can also kind of reach into that to give him some inspiration. But 12-5, a long road ahead of them. Roger Williams has to climb a mountain in front of them right now. As I say that, he's got quite a bit of positioning early on here. Ninja Voin does start it off with the kill. Y2K trades it back. It's 1-for-1 so far. Headshot for headshot as the lockdown could be dropped here. They want to get themselves onto the side. The Rock has had a lot of real estate taken. A freebie to the side of the head. But Thunder, not before she goes down. She's able to take one with her. Still dead even. This is intense.
It's retake time. Gotta wait for plant. And then retake lockdown should be a factor for Keen here. Everything's in their favor right now. Players are low. Not to come through just yet though. Strength from Y2K. Able to get one instant trade.
Tagged by the dart. Low HP. Y2K looking for a headshot. Won't find it. Instead, he'll have his removed from his shoulders. One player left. The Rock. I mean, trying to spam through. 2 players to try and kill off. And that should be it. Game, set, match. Keen finally able to snuff out the flame of Roger Williams. And coming off of a 2-0 week. They make sure they make the adjustments. They make sure everyone is hitting all their shots. And Keen looks absolutely terrifying going into this first round of playoffs. It looked like there was no team in the league that could really make them look small.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean, just going through, finding the frags. And good utility usage as well. Something we didn't really harp on a lot because, well, much more in front of the face is the gunplay happening, seeing all those frags come through for Keen. And that's one in part to the fact that RWU just constantly close contact. They're playing the 50-50 angle. It requires them to either one and done or either grab multiple frags, be able to get out. And if you're not playing someone like a Jet or a Reyna, you're not getting out. You're in that fight. You're taking it. Even if you're winning it, it's a 1-for-1. You get steamrolled. The rest of the team comes through sight. And it's just a good call from Keen, recognizing that, going and playing 4 or 5 players all down the same avenue, recognizing that, okay, if we don't win the one-on-one, we're trading and we're getting sight for free. We're planning. Our post plan's quite strong. And we don't even have to use utility. We literally get to walk into sight, and then we get all our utility too to actually utilize to hold on to the spike. And that's exactly what happened. It works perfectly. And that's just what happens when your team's fragging and you're giving those looks to them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, just great shot calling too from Keen. Just great rotations. They always knew where to be on the map. They had a fantastic team synergy there, and it almost felt like they were playing for 1v1 on the side of Roger Williams. They wanted to play off of their aim duels alone, but I mean, if you're not winning the aim duels, what exactly can you get done at that point? And you had a few pop-off moments. Specifically, MW was having several moments where he was shining, doing his best to try and bring his team across the finish line. But I mean, when you're going against a team, it's greater than the sum of its parts, right? And we saw that being demonstrated here from Keen. Of course, not to take away, they had some fantastic individual play, namely Ninja Void, Thunder, obviously 2 players that were really hitting some crazy clips on the day. It almost felt like we had 2 walking highlight reels on a single team. And when you have that, sometimes it can feel a little bit unfair. That being said, though, we are going to be having an interview just shortly, and so we will be heading to a short break, but when we come back, we'll be getting a look inside the minds of Keen's players, and so don't go anywhere. We will see you guys again shortly.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids, just kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What would you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground on the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.
Sounds amazing.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out and finish this bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live.
Hey man, I just can't find a comfortable headset. I mean, I've tried everything. Literally everything.
Sheesh, my brother. I got you.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
That is comfortable.
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soar, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accept and ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids as kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother.
Welcome back. Welcome back. We just got off of a fantastic best of 3 series where Keen was they were firing on all cylinders. Everyone was playing out of their minds, and they walked away with the 2-0 as a result. I am joined now by Catnator. I am joined now by the entire team of Keen this time around. We got a full team, a full roster interview. What more could you ask for here? Guys, welcome. After a fantastic 2-0 showing, how you guys feeling? What are you guys thinking?
We're doing good. Everybody's very excited. We came into this match with confidence and came out with a win. We played very good halves on multiple maps, and I'm very proud of everybody on the team.
Yeah, absolutely. And to start off the questions, we did notice here on the analyst desk that the maps were a little bit different, a little bit off from what we normally see, the ascents, things like that. But when you guys pick some of your maps, are there any maps in particular you guys are hoping that no one bans out? Are there any ones you want to bring out in this playoffs that you feel comfortable on? I don't want to give you guys to give away too much of your strategies, but more just a fun map that you guys would like to see come out.
We genuinely have a lot of strength on Icebox, and we're able to adapt most of our gameplay and the way we play around the enemies on that map. And then Bind is another one that we're very confident in. We were able to switch up the comp a little bit with swapping controllers to entry fraggers and adding rays for damage across the entire map. And those are our 2 strong maps.
Gotcha. You got anything for us, Catnator?
All right, let's hit Icebox, your strongest map. I do have a question for you. And I think if you are a proponent to watching Tier 1 gameplay, you'll know where this is hitting. In terms of running an Omen over a Viper, what is the reasoning? Why do you think it's better? Because Omen, yes, on attack, does have more vision opportunities, but has significantly less control of the B side on defense. Walk me through it.
Jumbo, do you want to take this one? Or do you want me to explain it?
You got it.
I got it? Okay, so we have Gemma who plays controller on most of our maps. She plays Omen, and we have a very aggressively based team, so we play a lot for retake. With Omen Flash and with the smokes that he provides, we're not anchored to a single site. So if we have to end up retaking A site when we played her on B, then that's kind of the reason why.
Yeah.
Another question that I also had centered around the team comps is Thunder. Raise your hand right now, because Thunder, big shout out to you. You were going absolutely bonkers. Some of those one taps were disgusting to watch from a spectator standpoint. Now you play it like, for lack of a better word, a psychopath. But yet you pick up the Sage every game. Is this just something that you like to have on defense, or is Sage just your most comfortable pick, or do you plan on transitioning to more of a fragging style of agent in future matches?
I feel like if I play a fragging character, it will get into my head, and I will not perform as well as I would if I were to play Sage. So I would just rather play her as a duelist type, because I know what to do in certain situations. If I do peek, if I don't, what to do with my wall, save it or not, stuff like that.
Makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, you looked very comfortable on it, and you looked like you were just tearing anyone who came into your line of sight there.
Yeah, we don't mind a battle Sage. So,
100%. Yeah, she's our lurker
over
as well.
towards Bind. Now, when you're playing Bind, right? You guys had a significant amount of strats in the book. We kind of got overshadowed a little bit by the fact that you guys were just fragging out as ever, but what does the prep for Bind look like? Do you feel like you had to go so hard in terms of strats? Because you're kind of walking over them there towards the end.
We had a lot of fake outs. We noticed that the enemy team was very attack based, so we decided to make a comp that is very defense based. We had Raze as our single duelist, and we doubled up on both Sentinels, and we had me on Astra, who is also kind of a very defensive character.
Yes.
The way we played Bind was off the fact that on Icebox, the enemy team tended to waste a lot of the util very early in the round, so we would end up faking a lot of the sites.
Yeah.
That worked out perfectly. Yeah, we saw so many sites where you guys were just able to get on with little to no resistance because you guys were just out rotating, and so definitely the strats came up huge in that last map to help you guys get a near perfect victory. It almost came out there. You guys will get them next time, but yeah, I mean that should be nearly it for us. But one question I did also want to ask you before we're off is there any specific teams you guys are looking forward to playing in this playoffs, or are there any teams that you specifically want to run it back with?
I mean, we're just absolutely talented, so we want to play anybody and everybody that we can and just keep winning. We're very confident in our gameplay.
I love that. Great attitude to have. Catnade, you got anything else for us, or is it time to wrap this thing up?
All right, so I heard, a little birdie told me, the program just getting started, first semester. One, congratulations. I don't know what the history looked before that, but congratulations on in general. Super hyped to have new programs. But I also heard you guys have a 2,612 square foot facility. What is that like?
Currently, we are all able to play as if it's a LAN tournament, and it's very useful for the team because we're able to communicate and it adds to the chemistry. It's very useful. It's been a pleasure to play here and to be able to stream out of here as well. We're just very happy with what we have.
Yeah, I think honestly, if universities need a reason why LAN centers are so important, it's because you guys looked so well oiled today. Like as a machine, you guys were operating 5-as-1. And that being said, I was afraid they were going to cut us off short. I want to give you guys the opportunity to give a shout out to anyone. Is there anything you want to wrap it up with? Anyone you want to give a special thanks to before we're off?
Hi, Mom. That's it. I think I'm good. Go Canadian
Hearts
Sports.
coming out. Mom's being thanked. I mean, what more could you ask for? It's a great win today, guys. I'm really happy to have you on here, and you guys have a wonderful day.
100%. Thank you very much.
And with that being said, that'll bring our day here at the ECAC to an end. A fantastic series. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching. We had a whole lot of fun casting. Me and Catnator will be back for more in the future. Thank you all for coming out today. Thank you all for Lenovo Legion providing us with some fantastic ad reads, for some fantastic equipment. And with that, I think that's just about it for us. Catnator, got anything to close us out with?
Ladies and gentlemen, make sure next Tuesday, those finals, they're going down. We've got a phenomenal duo of casters coming in for that. So make sure you're back around, same time, same place. That's going to be an 8 p.m. Eastern start time. And that, well, we don't know what teams just yet. The rest of the games are going to come through the rest of this week. But make sure you're here for it. It all goes down next Tuesday. But that has been it for us. And we'll see you next time.
As soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the ground and the cards is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to. Back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live.
What will you like today? Another Cloud 2 classic?
I'll stick with the usual. Maybe take a little bit off the sides.
Oh, that's fresh.
The HyperX Cloud 2 Wireless. Legendary comfort goes wireless.
Hey, watch your head.
What sound experience would you like today?
I'll have the fantasy pack.
Good choice.
And could you make it a Cloud 2 wireless?
On his way, sir.